And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to Miss Goldie Robinson. Thank you for being the first one in this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the garbage truck drivers. Shout out to the school bus drivers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, the AC people because it's still hot outside. Shout out to whatever your profession is. If you're up and out to get it this morning, you're a good person. If you wish good for others as much as you wish good for yourself. That's where we're at this morning. A beautiful Tuesday morning, and here we are, up and giving thanks and feeling good. And we're about to get right into our topics. But not before we big up some people this morning still, right? Miss Goldie Robinson, again, thank you for being the first one in this morning. Going down the chat. The chat is closed this morning, only to members. People can watch from the outside, but, members are only in the chat this morning. Not only that, I have set the chat to YouTube keeps changing. So I have to let you guys understand what's going on. So you are, everybody eye to eye. YouTube keeps on changing. They tweak everything here and there, here and there. So now they have an option where they can aggressively run ads while you're live. So, just you know what to do. I don't have to tell you, you've been doing it for a while. Most people who are watching, who are not even members, you just skip past the ads when you can. And if you can't, just write it out for the little 30 seconds that the ads are. There's also the option to list this live chat as a podcast, which I've always said we're doing podcast work. So now that we're officially recognized on YouTube as a podcast, this will be listed to podcast. It might take some people some time to find us because they'll be looking at the different reels. And on SouFLoTV, I have different reels. I try to incorporate these videos so nobody misses them. But if they don't, then they will eventually. That's just for you who been looking and you're like, oh, I'm not finding the video them. SouFlo, probably because they're moved to a podcast reel. So just look underneath the videos, you'll see like the different reels, or go to the front of the channel, you'll see all that too complicated because nobody not take all that. Morning, everybody, how you doing this morning? Big long talking in the morning, yeah. Knowing darn well that nobody ain't following all those instructions. So Miss Goldie Robinson, again, big up yourself. Thank you for being here this morning. Audrey Wright, Andrea Shervis is in the building. Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Kurt, Dainty D, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Perlis123. Lisa Watkins is in the building with us this morning. Says, hope all is well. And it is. And I hope all is well with you as well. Yvonne Wallace, thank you for being here. Sharon Spence, big up yourself. Onika St. John, thank you for being here. 5563 says, morning to everyone on this platform all the way from England. Big up yourself and thank you for being here, King Biggs, Juan and Fam. Yvonne Wallace again, early for a change. Yes, up, 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 and you get to see us early morning. I was actually going to start at 6:30 this morning, and I thought, let me wait till 7 because I was ready. Because we have enough to talk about this morning. So leave in the comments and tell me, or for those of who are not in the comments, if you are watching, you want me start at 6:30? You prefer an earlier start, or you're rocking with whatever time it starts? I don't want to set there's a method to my madness. I don't want to set a solid start time, and the reason is because people get bored, And I know some people are gonna say, yeah, but it's something to look forward to, and you can organize yourself and be ready by the time it starts. Nah, do that for your job. They say you have to show up by 9 o'clock. You do that. You already have too many rudimentary regiments in your life. Appointment here by this time at doctor here, appointment, nail appointment, disappointment. Me not give you no appointment. Just know that we start around a certain time, which will keep you on your toes. And you will, have your thing ready, your notification ready. and just jump in like double dutch when I hear a turn and these kind of things. Try to keep it exciting and not boring, right? So you prefer earlier or later? Want to give me some kind of feedback. In the meantime, I continue my big up. Karen Notice is in the building. Banches is in the building. Kaz Robinson is with us this morning. Live through Erica TV. Big up yourself. Audrey Wright, thank you for being here. British Jamaican Girl, thank you for being here with us this morning. Senior Sexy. King Biggs, big up yourself. So big up the people in the electrical field. Yes, King Biggs. Them too. Lessa Steph, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Dion McFarlane is in the building with us this morning. What? Live through Erica TV says, yes, I used to be on the outside looking in. Onika St. John Jones says, members only. It's a private chat. All you need is $9.99 and you'll be a member also. That's what we're trying to promote. All right. Kai Tai Jai Empress, sister in the building. Big up yourself. Yvonne Wallace is here, says, thanks for the reminder, Audrey Wright. Audrey Wright says, I like 6:30. Yeah. You know, Jamaican people stay already, right? I like 6:30. Let me just say, Renee, 6:30. Figure it out from there. Yeah. King Biggs, big up yourself. Olika St. John Jones says, yes, earlier. Miss Goldie Robinson says, it doesn't matter, anything. 5-6-3, Miss Goldie Robinson, big up yourself. 5-6-3 says, I'm rocking with whatever time you start. All right. Kaz Robinson says, whatever time it starts, I'm okay with it. Sharon Spence, whatever time. I'm getting a whole lot of whatever time I start. All right. Perlis123 says, anything works for me. King Big says 6:30 to 7 because anything can cause lateness. Anything can cause lateness. All right, so Patsy Barrett, big up yourself like one of them morning rollover that then morning thoughts cancelled. While it's 6:30 to 7 is good, we'll use it as a guide to wake up. Charmer D Star says, good afternoon, everyone. Up, up, up. Big up yourself, Charmer D Star. Lisa Watkins says, it doesn't matter the time because I'm always ahead being in the UK. Yeah, you guys are you are way ahead. I think right now is like midday for you or something close to midday. So I know it's good for your time. Banches says anytime, all up and going at those times already. Big, progressive, productive people. Can't lay down in a bed all morning with a remote in a hand and watch TV. That's for our retirement days, don't it? And even then, when you get retired, I think you need to get up and go to the gym and stay active. They say if you don't use it, you lose it. And I don't want to lose it, even though I'm far from retirement, but I don't want to lose it. So I think I would still get up early morning thing. Then, and that means to buy 5 again to give God thanks, whatever, hot water, and then give you and then the grandkids. Okay. In my cup this morning, I have some fresh squeezed lime and some fever grass, and that's it. Fever grass and lime is what I'm working with this morning. It tastes kind of, I don't know if it describes the taste, but I know that it's good for me, so I'm not really drinking it for taste. Health is wealth. You know, when you taste something and you don't taste too good, and you have to tell yourself, say it's healthy. Health is wealth. Like the cod liver oil that grandma used to give us. It used to make me, she said, swallow it. Open your mouth. Okay, go on. All right. This morning, what we got on the table this morning? The Beachy Stout trial has started finally. Beachy Stout. For those of you who don't remember who Beachy Stout, I know I'm going to do a lot of dragging of your memory this morning because we covered this extensively and we had some inside info while certain things were happening from individuals that were close to this one. So, and we're still waiting for certain persons to reach out to us who said they won't tell us anything more until the trial starts. The person who said, I'm done. Remember, I played that voice note? Okay, and then I had to take it down and re-edit it because the man did say, SouFlo, you choose which part to take out. You can know what to take out and what not to take out. Here's the thing. When y'all sending me voice notes, please don't say I should know what to take out and what not to take out. I don't know what you don't want everybody else to know. And you have that. And I don't like when you call and talk to me and tell me things for an hour straight because my memory bad. Me have one bag of picnic and a bunch of different things to do. So it's not even that my memory is bad, it's that my mind is prioritizing things. Half of what you're telling me and then say, okay, go tell the audience this. Me not remember half of that. So your story gets told halfway, right? And I know you watching it and you're like, Jesus Christ, me not tell the dunce boy more than that. I'm gonna tell half of the story. What about this? What about that? Yo, SouFlo, you're slow enough. It's not that. So I don't want you to cuss me. And so I don't, so I don't want you to cuss me. So do a recording. That way you know what to talk and what not to talk, say. Right? Because remember, me play the big video for the man with the man in it, and next thing he might call me talk about yo SouFlo. You have to take it down, you have to take it down, you have to take it down. I say, what me do? Him say, boy, you know, you me never tell us. I'm like, oh man, I have to go back to the channel, take it down, re-edit it, put it back up again, all these things. So be sure of what you telling me if that's what you want me to tell the public. All right. All right. I don't like out people business unless they give me permission to. And if you have things that you want to hide, I'm not the person to help you hide them, but I'm the person to act like me never hear nothing. Because, you know, I'm not in the business of spreading people business unless them want the business spread. Anyhow, too much things to manage these days with the brain. I feel your pain. I'm telling you, life through Erica. Just too much. And I'm only one person, you know. This person must go here, that person must go there, pick up this child by that time, drop her to that location, take the kids here, do this, go back there. Oh, you have these 3 projects on the computer, you have to finish by this time. This, by the time me wake up is evening time again. My days just go. And I know y'all can relate because we're all grown and busy adults, right? All right. Now, the Beachy Stout trial has started. That's one we're going to talk about. There's a young lady who was supposed to fly out of Jamaica who was killed right before she was supposed to fly out. Goes along the lines of why we don't tell people why we travel when we're traveling anymore. You know, when you see me in Jamaica, what, I'm SouFlo, you're there? I say, yeah, man, how long you there? I don't know why people still ask that, but they ask it out loud too. How long you there for? I say, me just come. I've been there for about a week. Me just come. When y'all left, me there for about a week, man. I'm flying out tomorrow, or I'm flying out 2 days from. You understand? This story is very twisted. A whole lot of ups and downs in this story with this young lady, a beautiful young lady. If you see, she kind of resembles Medic too. Yeah, Medic is the young lady who went missing, the artist who went missing in August and still has not been found since or heard from since. If you look at the icon for this video, this young lady whose name is Tamera Ferron, she looks very much like Medic as well. Well, another one gone, another one missing. Well, this one is dead for sure. Sadly, and under suspicion, but we're gonna talk about it, right? The U.S. has listed Jamaica as one of the major transit or major illicit drug producers, and they've put us on a list. So we're gonna dibble dabble in that a little bit just to have people know what's going on, keep you in the know, because that's what we tried to do. And Andrew Holness suddenly says, don't call this a beat up Andrew moment, right? Don't call this a beat up Andrew moment. But when I saw the gatheration of the when I saw the gatheration of the People's National Party and them come out in them numbers, I really feel like Andrew Holness got spooked. He got spooked. Because about 3 different video roll out like right after, right? And the man just has set things now and just throwing everything in the air now. One of the things that stuck with me that he said was the government has money now to fix all the roads. Like, yo, the government has money to fix all the roads. Ask the people them from down at St. Thomas when them try to get for them road fixed. Ask the whole of Clarendon when how long we are trying to get for a road them fixed. We never go to some part road or one place and some place road or some part and see some road in a Jamaica look like precipice, you know. You have to hug the corner them when you're driving. Listen, if you never driven in Jamaica before, if you never went to Jamaica before, pick up a car, rent a car or somebody car and drive across the island there. You don't know what I talk about. You hear me? If you only run on the smooth highways, you don't know what I'm talking about. Go to the regular Jamaica. I'm not talking about go to the fancy highway where it costs half a week of salary if you reach from one point to the next. I'm talking about the regular road them. Go to the regular Jamaica road them. Live through Erica TV says you're blurry. I don't know why. No, Erica might be your device. Am I blurry? Listen, man. I can tell you about some road up in a Clarendon there. Anybody that know around, anybody will know around, let me see, Silent Hill side, around Cedar, Walder, Bronte, even around them area there. Anybody who know Top Alston, around them place there, listen, we have some, if your tire ever blow out and your car skip, let me see, your car skip right. Or if you coming down and your tire blow out and your car skip left, God go with your ear. Because when I talk about some drop, them road there is about this wide, no lie. And a truck have to pass a next truck and car have to pass on them road there. Not only that, the road have nothing to block you from falling over. Only trees. Trees that stand tall and look like they've been there since the slave ships came to the island and brought those first set in the transatlantic slave trade. Them tree that turn up. So from then, only with ancestors are whole way up with them tree there. And if you look, because when I go there, I stop and I look. Me stop, me come out, me look. Sometimes I'm cramping up too, because me there I consume all kinds of things and just on the go. And I have to jump out of the car sometime in a bush and just turn up there. And anyway, I'm looking and I'm like, God have mercy, look at the drop. And there's nothing to hold the people. And all the time, car roll over there, bus roll over there, but suddenly, and not to mention the the potholes. Just navigating the potholes. I go through some pothole down at Westmoreland there. And we were joking because we did I say, since we rent the car from Jamaica, I think this car has been on this road before. So the car has muscle memory. Some more time, me just let go the steering wheel and make the car do it. Because see the car, it's like the car itself knows where where the holes are in the road. The car so bunks from one pothole, bunks off of the side of the next one, bunks in one, dropping on the next one sometime. Anyhow, Andrew Holness says the government has money to fix the roads. We're going to talk about that. Nationwide posted yesterday that Andrew Holness saying that our record shows why we are more trusted to handle the people's business. My comment and my question followed. I said, I'm sorry. Not too sorry. Are we looking at the same record? All right. Someone says, I asked the people, I said, someone please list 5 significant things that this man and his administration has done to better Jamaica for all Jamaicans now and for the future. Now, listen to me, and listen to me good. This is a platform where we have, although we might joke around, we do have serious conversations sometimes, right? But even in a serious conversation, we inject some joke just because I saw it still. Not true? All right. Listen, I want anybody this morning, anybody, list 5 things because I'm trying to educate myself. List 5 things, 5 significant things that the Andrew Holness administration has done to better Jamaica for all Jamaicans now and in the future. 5. List 5. He's been elected and re-elected, so list 5. Right. And I challenge anybody because them love when they meet me on social media and hey boy, you just chat too much. All right, list 5. Let's be logical. You want me list a bunch of what was not done that needed to be done? I can certainly do that. I came prepared. I came prepared. So when we have these conversations, let's be logical. I am still saying to the Jamaican people, listen, if you call yourself influencer, right? Or if them call you influencer, it means you can influence somebody. It means you can influence someone. So I'm trying to influence my people them for use them common sense and to stop get taken for buto. To stop with this whole uh party loyalty thing and to go more with love, real love for the country and its longevity, right? All right. Please list 5 things. I'm waiting to see 5, and I'll be looking all morning. And if you can't, if we miss them, the phone lines are open. Please call in and say, SouFlo, I don't know what you're talking about, but let me tell you the 5 things since you want 5. Somebody said yesterday, maybe you want to ask for 100 to list 100 things because he did 100 things. I said, okay, I'm only asking for 5. So instead of telling me that he did 100 things, how about you just list 5? Don't come tell me him do 100 things. That sound like Orange Man when he was talking about, hey, we're gonna build a wall and it's gonna be big. It's biggest wall you've ever seen. It's gonna be a grand, massive, big wall. You know, it's gonna be a very big wall. It's gonna keep them out. The big wall. How are we gonna build it? We're gonna let them build it. That's when I knew the wall wasn't gonna get built. But don't talk to me sideways, fam. If I ask you for 5, just list 5. Now come tell me about him, do 100, just tell me 5. If he really did 100, it should be easy for you to find 5. All right? So I'm proving my point this morning. From now till the end of the show, I want all of you to be looking with me to see or hear the 5 things. Let me tell you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. Let me tell you 9 that should have been done by now that were not done. I'm still waiting for your 5. Live through Erica TV says state money from the banks took his money and put in other country. Let me tell you the 5 things that. Let me tell you 5. We still saying it. CCTV with central monitoring points. Still looking for that. That could have been done. They started to roll out the Jamaica Eye and then they stopped. I don't know why. Maybe because them own cronies would get caught on it. And eventually that web of cameras would start catching people who they themselves don't want to get caught, right? Right. So CCTVs with central monitoring point. Still don't have the national DNA database. If you're really serious about fighting crime, these are the 2 things that you must implement first, right? And then it will help us to actually catch these people who are doing these things that we no longer want in our society. Now, that's 2. A livable minimum wage, 89 US dollars per week. That's rough. I'm sorry, that's steep. 89 US dollars per week. Let me tell you something, right? When you see the young girl them whore out, don't take it the wrong way. I feel sorry for them because they're misguided and some of them just can't hold out. But poverty is a hell of a thing, you know. When a man fly down from foreign and him say 100 US for headers and backers, and she say yes, okay, she just made more than somebody's whole 9 to. She made more than somebody who wake up every morning, goes to work a whole full day, come back home from work, try to figure out how to get to work again, bata on the minibus and public transportation, ride donkey, bicycle, or however they get there to and from, dodge traffic if you live down a Westmoreland and certain places, and these things. And she just made their whole week salary plus some in about 15 minutes, because that's about how long it takes us, about 15-20 minutes, and it done. And she can do that multiple times. So whoring and touring becomes the thing to do. You can't blame them, even though it's bad, right? So how about the livable wage? CCTV central monitoring point, national DNA database, the establishment of a livable minimum wage, 89 US dollars per week for a 40-hour work week is just wickedness in 2023. Everything gone up at Jamaica except for that. All right. Teacher salary, School started and we didn't have no teachers. They even started saying, let's use some of the more advanced students to teach the others to teach the other students. Wait. So I'm sending my kids to school, right? So my kid's Don's friend was sitting next to him, can teach him. And then they went, okay, so let's start taking student teachers out of these teachers' colleges. Because I have to go to college and get a degree in order to become a teacher. So they were like, let's start taking take some of them out of school early. Say those that are in their last year. I suggested that they take these last year students, say you're on a 4-year, right, program, you're getting your bachelor's. In their last year, make it like a clinical rotation where they are on the job training, and it counts towards their degree as well. That way, when them finish them degree, they already have actual experience in their field. It was a desperate measure, but that's what had to be done, right? Okay, the teachers them salary, so damn disrespectful. Teachers are like the most, how should I say it? These are the people we entrust the brains, the minds, the safety of our children, who are the future too. And we give them the responsibility to make them sharp, make my dunce son bright, make my dunce daughter bright, make them future leaders and intelligent beings. We trust them with that responsibility. And then we pay them like they're slaves, and we flick pennies at them while giving ourselves multi-million-dollar raises and telling the people, well, us as politicians, we can't function too good and we can't do our jobs and run the country effectively if our salaries are not right. What an insult. What a slap in the face. You can't do your job if your salary is not right. You can't govern the country if your salary is not right, sir. Really? So the teacher them can't teach the picnic them either if them salary not right either. Because the teacher is going to be at school. I saw one teacher in Jamaica holding up a sign that says, one day I want to own a car too. And I want to own a house too. And I said, damn. And I think she'd been teaching for 13 years it was. And I'm like, 13 years of teaching and you don't own a car yet. And our house still not pay off yet. And she's there still buttering with it. Another teacher said, we didn't get paid yet. And I hope we hurry up and give it we pay because my mortgage is piling up. Another teacher says, I'm getting eviction notice. I'm like, you think teachers could go to school and think to teach lessons with all this on their mind? They can't. Just like how a child who has issues at home can't go to school and concentrate. You go school in the morning, you left home, you're dead hungry because there's no food in the house. Then you had to walk a certain distance because none of your people them no own no car and nobody now give you no ride to school. Then by the time you get there sweaty and wet and the clothes what you have on is old clothes because you can't afford the newest. You know, that weighs on a child's mind. So then you expect that child to sit in the classroom and focus on a hungry belly that's going and learn and be top of the class. A lot of them do. And shout out to them. Shout out to our resiliency. Shout out to them youths there who really have made up their minds like, I'm going to get it regardless, man, and I'm not going the wrong way. You know, I'm going to see myself now, but this is just my beginning. It ain't where you starting from, it's where you heading. And I respect them for that, and I love them for that. But it's rough. And it's the same way for a teacher. They can't focus to teach these kids like they're supposed to when they barely getting paid enough to survive off of. Fix that up. That was only number 4. Exporting versus importing. That's number 5. Hey, Mr. Man, 25 million US dollars per year imported in chicken back. Really? Huh? If that didn't stir anybody's feathers, that stirred that pick out the whole of my feather them. Not even stir, that pick out all of my feathers. 25 million US dollars worth of chicken back and chicken neck imported annually. So I guess our chicken them in Jamaica don't have back and neck. Yeah, our chicken them in Jamaica come backless and neckless. So we have to go to the US for imported chicken back and neck. Yeah. And then it was also said that that's not even to mention the other parts of the chicken, like the unsavory parts that foreigners don't like, the liver and chicken gizzard and them kind of something there. hmm Who negotiated that chicken deal? Yvonne Wallace. Whoever Andrew Holness put in power to handle that business is who negotiated that deal. I don't know is who, I can't pinpoint the person, but what I can tell you is this. The prime minister's duty is to delegate. You have a lot of dunce people that follow either political party, right? And when their favorite leader is in power, every time you call them name, they'll say something to you like this. Everything gonna call up Andrew name for. Why not always blame the man? What him supposed to do about chicken back get imported in the country? Okay, so let me be a teacher for 60 seconds here. A prime minister's job is to delegate. Okay? To delegate means I'm the boss, I'm the man. I find the best person suitable for each position and I hold them accountable to do the job right and make my administration look good. That's it. That's his job. That's his job. So when Noah asks, why not always I call him name? Because he can easily look across the board and he can say, okay, who the hell? Who organized that? Who sign off on that? Who thinks that make us look good? Hey, come here. Fix this ASAP. Matter of fact, you know what? Put somebody else in his place. After you fix that, take a break. Something. But no, they get raises, multi-million-dollar raises for brokering deals like this. They get rewarded for brokering a deal where none of you chicken now fly out. Our chicken don't have neck and back, so we have to import chicken neck and chicken back, and that's just chicken neck and chicken back. Don't start talking about what else is being imported. So there's a big problem: importing versus exporting. Jamaica is doing way too much importing and not enough exporting. Get on top of that ASAP, because back in the day we were flourishing financially when we were exporting a lot. It just makes sense, right? And stop doing deals with these people who want to import, but you can't export nothing into their country. It makes no sense unless it benefits only them who brokered the deal, right? All right. Warehouse, manufacturing jobs. That's enough. That's me see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6 is the import export is 5. Number 6 is warehouse and manufacturing jobs. Okay, people are boss and them want to work. So if you're gonna fix up the wages now and make it a livable wage, then people will still work for the minimum wage because we understand, say, you have to up your education or up your skill set in order to earn better. So we'll take the bottom of the barrel work. That's always okay. But where are they? We're not manufacturing anything in Jamaica, are we? Think about that. All we have a call center, but we're not manufacturing, and we can. A big one for me is that's number 6. The big one for me is the overhaul of the FLA. I've never seen this before, but this is how Jamaica runs. A lot of people have their licensed firearms and them carry to protect themselves, but Jamaica is under siege and at the mercy of gunmen. That's no argument. It is what it is. So me no give them no talk neither, because my body no make out of steel and I have to navigate. However, I feel a way for the citizens who have been stripped of their ability to protect themselves. And I've been saying this for the longest. Put up some firing ranges around the island. This is a whole business venture that could turn out to be financially viable and fruitful as well. put up a bunch of firing ranges around the island, have private classes and public classes available for the public, just like they do here in the US. If you could be here and be a novice with a gun. You have ranges everywhere in every city. You can go to the range. You can say to them, hey, I have no idea how to fire a gun. I've never held a gun. Matter of fact, I am very fearful of guns. But the way how things are going, I would like to be able to protect myself, but I need to learn. There will be an instructor there that will teach you hands-on. And they will train you, break it down, put it back together, how to fire it, how to handle a recoil, how to this, how to that, keep it safe, store it properly, all that other stuff, and then expedite the process, FLA. Not give concealed carry permits to your criminal brethren them and to people who have a whole heap of money for grease your palms, but to think about the citizens, make them an active part in their own protection. Never forget that story. And he's not black, and I don't care about skin color. I'm talking about the Chinese youth who they executed. I said this before. They executed his mom and his dad on camera, and I saw the video, and it was gruesome. Head splash out, gone everywhere. They like really did them bad right in front of him. That youth applied to the FLA for a firearm twice. He got rejected twice after their store had been burglarized twice. Not burglarized, robbed. Burglarized is when somebody make sure nobody is there after business hours and them broke in and go thief some things. Robbed is when man walk in with gun waving and face cover up and hey boy, empty that, give me that. Robbed twice. When you are rejected in Jamaica by the FLA, they have to give you a reason why. Them tell the youth say his life not in danger. He's quite all right. Who are you to tell somebody if their life is in danger or not? Shouldn't that be for me to decide if my life is in danger or not? Yeah. So the FLA needs a big fix up. And if you go back and do the story on the FLA, you will see that there's been a whole lot of corruption unfolded at the FLA over a period of time. This is not no make-up story. This is facts. Clean up and fix up the FLA. Public hospitals upgrade. That's another big one for me. I can't stand to see the picture of them of rat roaches or any creepy crawly inside of these public hospitals. Not only that, they're grossly underfunded. Why are so many people sleeping on the ground in some places, in some of them? Why them so dirty and so unkept in others? So our whole healthcare system, but these public hospitals need to be upgraded. Right. How about a trauma unit? I think I'm at number 9 now. A trauma unit on the island. A trauma unit that handles burns and other severe injuries on the island. Me tired Fishy Jamaicans taking up our GoFundMe because this person get burned up in a fire and we don't have nobody on the island or no facility to treat individuals like these. So we have to now ship them over to the US by plane and all these things. How about we have this on the island? It's full time. Because guess what? Is not everybody is going to be lucky. Accidents happen, and it's not everybody is going to be lucky enough to get the amount of money that's needed through a GoFundMe to be able to make that trip. And if you can't make the trip, dog name your supper. I dead, y'all go dead. I'm just saying. Lester Steph says, even a functional hospital. I'm serious. So I have 9 things that should have been done a long time ago that still have not been done. And all of these are very doable and still have not been done. No, we have new regulations coming for Airbnb. Yeah, because 400 to 500,000 visitors to the island last year chose to stay at the Airbnb instead of our traditional hotel stay. There's a lot of money them taking out of our pocket, man. What do? These are the things they're more concerned about, right? Too much money. Over 100 million US dollars went into the hands of regular Jamaicans. That's what the article said. Over 100 million US dollars went into the hands of regular Jamaicans last year. Business is booming. We got to figure a way how to get these people tourist money back into our places where we and our buddies are invested. Enough money there at Jamaica, you know. Money are run at Jamaica, you know. I don't. Every time somebody tell me about Jamaica is broke and they can't afford that, me just sign off my 2 ears. Them, you know, when you just lock off your ears because you don't want to hear nothing. I just sign off my 2 ears. Anytime I see that type of comment, I just skip it like it don't even exist. I'm telling you, there's a lot of money in Jamaica, a whole heap. It's just not being used in the proper way. So now that the PNP march out and basically showed their hands, is it's like you're playing a card game and you show them your hand and they're like, oh damn, that's what they holding. So Andrew starts to scramble. To me, this is my opinion. He starts to scramble. And then September 18th of 2023, here it comes. Today is the 19th, so that was yesterday. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says that the government has money now to repair the roads across Jamaica, declaring that the challenge is not the money. It's not the money. This is what the Prime Minister just said. The challenge is not the money. The challenge is how to spend it efficiently on the right roads and without corruption. So for all my big man years of growing up, when me did things say, why the road them bad? I must have money, and we don't have money to fix the road them. It's road like these what me are telling about. Watch this. I'll show you a picture, right? So you see this piece of road right there, so? This piece of road looks like a common piece of road from up where I'm from in Jamaica. So you're gonna drop in at this first big old pothole right here, so, and you see a next big one up the road waiting on you as well. Not only that, there's no guardrails over here, and you can see it's a steep drop and roll down a steep piece of precipice right there. These are the conditions actually of most of the roads in Jamaica outside of these areas where them fix up like tourist area or close to tourist area. But every Jamaican know them a kind of road there. Yeah. And they wait until it gets like this bad. Look at it. Look at the size of those holes in the road. Andrew, I'd say I can't plant banana tree. You can't plant banana tree that them hole here. Yo, what? You know, there was a brethren, you know. Him actually go out there and plant a banana tree just to embarrass them, you know. Him plant a banana tree in the road. I'll tell you something else. Jamaicans also are so creative. I love my people, man. So I'm there driving through Jamaica, right? I'm gonna say traffic just slow down. And I'm looking ahead, I'm like, oh, what going? Is a checkpoint up there or something that me can't see what going? Is a brother in the middle of the road. In one of them pothole there. The brother stand up in the pothole and have some light blinky something around him, and he's directing traffic. And him have a bucket. And people are dropping, you drop a little $100 in the bucket and or a little $50, whatever you have. You just clean out all of your change, them drop it in a bucket. Because he's saving you. Because if he wasn't standing there, the amount of car front would have get mashed up and need front end alignment. And who are going to crash up because them falling at the hole and bunks out and gone over a precipice. He's actually saving people. So it wasn't nothing to like put something in him cup, right? But the first time I see him drive right past because I didn't know what it was, I'm like, why this brother in the road? And after I passed him, I realized that hole in the road was so big. He lived close by. Him just come out and him said, so the man turned it in a whole job. And he's there making his money, you know. Yes, they buy cement with that money and fill the hole at times as well. Missy Bram says. Absolutely. If I was him, I wouldn't buy no cement and fill it though, because then I can't collect no money no more. I would just stay there and guide people around it. Anyhow, here Andrew now, Condro, as they're calling him. He says, for the first time in a long time in Jamaica's history, your government is in a position to make budgetary allocations to treat with road repairs. Holness said as he spoke to persons who have given up hope that the roads will ever be fixed or have been drawn into schemes to protest. Schemes to protest. Listen to this, man. Listen to this language, right? Andrew Holness, who was addressing a meeting in the Jamaica Labour Party Central Executive meeting in Ocho Rios and yesterday, noted that Jamaicans have been demonstrating for better roads in many communities across the country. He said that many of the demonstrations are orchestrated, and he claims that some of the demonstrators are paid to do so. So, in other words, it's not a legitimate demonstration. Them not really need no road. Somebody a pay them to come demonstrate to make me look bad. This is what this man is concerned about and actually says it. This is why I said, after you see the rollout of the People's National Party day before yesterday, I think it spooked him. That's why I'm come up with this. People are demonstrating all over the country to get better roads, but a lot of these demonstrations are organized, and people are being paid to do it. So, where I try say, sir, listen to him now. A strike by disgruntled taxi operators disrupted classes and a local transportation network in Westmoreland last week when they blocked the main road between Grange Hill and Savannah Lamar and demanded its immediate rehabilitation. Andrew Holness told the JLP functionaries to pay close attention to the demonstrators. Pay close attention to those demonstrators, adding that whether or not they have been orchestrated, we still listen to our people. We still listen to the voice of our people. If a road is a concern to our community, the government must pay attention to it. I know that there are many communities across the island where, since the founding of the community, the roads have not been repaired. All the places I named in Clarendon. From me a little boy, yeah, me need till now. I go back as a big man and I'm navigating more potholes than ever before. Never fixed throughout my whole lifetime. And he knows this. This is out of his own mouth. If a road is a concern to our community, the government must pay attention to it. I know that there are many communities across the island where, since the founding of the community, the roads have never been repaired. This him says so. He said that there are people who have waited for years for their roads to be repaired and warned that they may become frustrated or feel slighted when they see highways being opened while their roads remain in a state of despair. Can't y'all tell that he knows exactly what's going on? The man know exactly what they do. Of course, we feel bad. Of course, every time when we open up a new big highway leading over to some tourist area or something like that, of course, we look at it and we say, damn, at 30 years now, for a road look like this, my band come see it, so, my granny them have it like that, them whole life, them dead gone, left it, and it still stay the same way. He knows. But the only time they act like they care is now, like around election draweth near time. So again, the people them get taken for a fool. Again, we are the donkeys that must follow that carrot. Again, bit by bit, trickle down, little by little. That's how they treat the people. He therefore attempted to convince Jamaicans that his administration is in a position now to make a budgetary allocation of a reasonable size in a systematic way to fix the bad roads. When I wait for the number, you know. The Prime Minister said a critical part of the government's road improvement plan is the $40 billion road improvement project to modernize more than 2,000 roads across the island. 40 billion. He said that the councillors and members of parliament, they will play an integral part in selecting what roads need to be repaired and so on and so forth. So suddenly them find a $40 billion and ready to fix all the roads across the island. And we're going to fall for it. Yeah, we're going to fall for it. And then we're going to realize, like, years down the road that he got reelected and the same piece of road, them just never get around to it. And then they'll hit you with this right here. Well, we did fix 200, but that wasn't one of them. So around the next period of election, we'll come to that one. And you'll give him a couple more years and he'll miss that one again. All right, sir. We see you. We see what you're doing. Did anybody come up with the 5 things yet? The 5 things that the Andrew Holness administration has done to better Jamaica for all Jamaicans. Notice me never say for poor people alone, because I don't speak that language, right? It's like people in the U.S., I don't like that president because he never did nothing for black people. I'm like, did you think he was going to get into office and just pen whip some stuff? This right here is just for black people. What are you talking about? It can't work like that. Man, have to treat it like for everybody. Whatever the case, whatever it is that's being implemented, it has to benefit everybody. Maybe you can write it skillfully so it benefits more benefits the black people, but it has to benefit everybody. We're not living in those kind of times. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. I don't know why my phone is not ringing.
Man, as I respect SouFLo.
My day and family. Y'all call with the 5 things.
No, you know.
Sir.
Nah, calling no 5 things coming. I have none. I call me one call and make you know say me vex right now with what I see I go on.
Sir. Talk to
him. Yesterday, we missed your show.
Saying.
And I never really go back and listen to it. But the thumbnail kind of give me an idea of what was said. Same. But so now, really and truly SouFLo, I'm disappointed.
You're disappointed in
disappointed. Yeah, man. I'm disappointed in every entertainer, every artist who come out of Jamaica right now. Because I realize I see one thing on the media.
Where I see? Talk to him.
Every artist that support Massa or Mr. Musa or whatever I name down there.
Who name so?
Why Golden Man here, what they call him? Massa or Bakra Master, what they call him? Why yes, Massa man, why name? The man that run the PNP.
Yeah, talk about Golden. Yeah.
Golden. No, me realize that thing I go on right now, SouFLo. I'm gonna feel too pleased about it.
Some get to on the right page with you. So that means that you don't support him.
No. Mr. Change. Cause guess what? We know what them can do. We know what the GLP can do.
You're surprised that the people ever pick the same old thing all over again. Your phone cut off, I hope him call back. Listen, yesterday, Mr. Patterson of the UIC, he was all over that comment section yesterday from that video. And Mr. Patterson, sir, I saw your comments. I saw them. And I understand what you're trying to convey. However, please don't miss what I said. Right? Don't let me be that little guy in the corner that nobody listens to until it's too late. If you take my word and you step out like how I'm saying stepping out should go, like how I'm saying campaigning should go, Jamaica will very well end up with UIC and you as their prime minister. But it's not going to be done online. It's not going to be done quietly. It has to be noisy. It has to be boots on the ground where the people feel the vibration when you come through. Seeing? And if it ain't that, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, talk to him, man. Your phone cut off.
Yeah, man. No, man, a different person.
Oh, live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning, welcome, family. Me there, no, me say the brother phone cut off, so me say him a call back. Him that now though. But talk to him, what go on?
Yeah, man. All right, really and truly.
Yeah.
People have a lot to do with everything what go on.
Yes, man.
Because one man can lead much 1,000 people astray.
Aye. Unless them want him to.
Exactly. Where even crime is concerned. If people really want crime to stop, it can't stop. And I just blame the government and whatever. It starts from the headiest, but the people have a lot to do with it. Everybody have a bad people, family member with them protect. You see me? They know everything what go on.
Why? Yeah.
A reality, because at the end of the day, everybody must know somebody where bad, where do crime, where kill people, or do everything, see me. But them protect until it reach for them doorstep. Is it?
Here we are, still. I want to tell us, I don't know nobody still, you know.
No, but me,
I don't know nobody, you know. I mean, the shooter in my family. I don't know nobody else. Yeah, I mean, stop up and bust it anytime. I don't know nobody else, so I don't know, but I understand what you say still. I understand what you're saying still.
Crime really stop it have a start from government, then clean up the force, then the people them have to cooperate.
Nobody not talk about this. Nobody not talk about this though. Nobody's not talking about the rock between the rock and the hard place where the Jamaican people are.
Yeah.
Because here one. If me and you wake up today and we say, you know what, I want to clean up my place, I don't want no more of this around here. And you got to tell pa Miss Matty's son David, and David a big gunman in our area. Who are you going to tell?
Exactly, the police, you can't go to police.
You got to tell him police brethren them? Or you got to tell the police then find out say it was his brethren and them come calling up your whole family, all your mother dead in there?
That's right.
This is where
yes.
That's
why it starts from the head.
Exactly.
You see me?
Exactly. And as much as I like to talk and tell the people them say them have to do better, it has to start from up there, so.
Yeah, the force have to clean up. So even right now, we get all of the security cameras and everything place up. It's still not go better because they're going to find somewhere to beat it.
Saying. But no man, but we need it still. Make them find a way to beat it, but put them up.
All right, we need it, you know.
Yeah, make them find a way to beat it, but put them up.
System still. You see what go on with the justice system still. Them will get red-handed catch and then still get bossy case. You see me?
Yeah.
So it all have to deal with the head, then the force, and then the people them. They want to know say you are going. My cousin a gunman and about brother, if you not change, you have to go.
Right.
Either a prisoner in a hole or something. You see me?
But
so me look on it.
A true man. And you're right. You're absolutely right. But the people have to have somebody who they can trust enough to say, hey, this is what's going on.
Yeah, that's what I say. From the head to the force and the people.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Can't argue with that, my brother. So when you did a call for give me the 5 things them where that the Holness administration has done.
Really and truly, the only thing we see, Jamaica look a different type of way. Where certain signs and you have 1 and 2 pretty road and
infrastructure fix up.
When I really say much more than the place I get harder and harder, yeah, man.
All right, so
everywhere I get harder, but really and truly, a brother they were named Mark. For some reason, I'm not trust him, brother. I think he might come the worst.
But here what? We can't make who they're doing bad get comfortable though.
Yeah, but that's all right. You are going. We as a people now, you know. You see, if we did unite and start do some demonstration, because you know what, sister, when anytime nobody come out here in a way and fix up things. But we as a people now, you know, say you have some people have more money than some people. Certain things not hurt them, so them not give a damn.
Facts.
You see me?
Facts.
So the unity in a day, that's one I think we are killed with. Until something reach our doorstep, nobody not give a damn.
Well,
so Holness, Golden, I will come to the same.
I will come to the same.
Yeah, right. I'm going to do the same.
I hope you understand the concept though. Me not think him out. Here's why I don't think him going to do the same. Because if he does the same, then okay. So first of all, right, if we get the Jamaican people on the mindset that if you don't do what you're elected to do, you're out of here in one term. See, this is the problem. The problem is the whole party affiliation loyalty thing. Once we start get Jamaican people to realize, don't be loyal to none of them, because none of them not loyal to you. Voting the one who is going to fulfill the agenda based on what them vote, what they run on, the promise they run on, and hold them accountable to it. It fits your agenda, run and vote for them. Now, if they didn't do their job, them know for sure, next election come, you out of there. Don't sit there with one person and keep saying, well, we vote him in and him bad, so we not vote back in the other one because him probably going to come the worst. Me no business. Just keep on flipping them. I don't care. Keep flipping them. Make them uncomfortable. Make them know, say, when they don't do what they're supposed to do, they're not sitting in there for long. Once you get that established, watch them start doing what they're supposed to do.
All right, I'll show you a thing.
Show me a thing. No, I see.
All right. It's a Mark Golden.
Yeah.
Even if him did come for do something good, him not going to do it because him see how the people him already is. The people him brainwashing our way where they must take up for just little stuff. You see me?
Yeah.
As some you look at it, even if him come for the good, the mindset of the people him or the people him mindset one way, him a go just work with the flow, collect him for collect, and leave.
I think that times are changing, man. I think times are changing. No, it not change.
All right, I tell you why it not change. I tell you all the things I see are change. You have some youths and some people where never used to have it, start have it. So whether they want to do or not, the people them just care. And just the people them they on the bottom of the barrel, and them are feeling.
But them are the one who jump up the loudest.
Yeah, but you are going now. You give them $2,000 or $3,000 to go vote, and them good to go. Yeah. What that's about a person?
Them desperate. Brainwash and desperate at the same time.
Brainwash, brother.
Yeah, and desperate.
But they yard one time and election and go on.
So wait. Sorry, not to cut you off, but Mervyn the Point Jamaica Kerr asks your caller, what is your solution then?
My solution?
To
fix Jamaica? We have to find somebody else who really care. Them two people in a care.
But brother, look where we're there. Look at what is taking place. You have to go off of what we have. So what is your solution based on what we have?
Me would have said stick with the JLP. Me not trust Mark Golden.
You would have said stick with JLP because you not trust Mark Golden.
The no. Thing is, me know, all right. Me know things rough and whatever, you know.
No, this is what I asked you from beginning, you know. Because I sense that, okay, so let me talk now. I sense that you were leaning towards the JLP side from your call. From the first couple of sentences you said. That's why I actually said to you, all right, so you're going to give me the 5 things now. And there is no 5 things. So I'm asking you right now, right? Cause people brainwash and it sound like you brainwash too. Cause me I ask you right now, you know. Me I ask you right now.
Bro,
why would you lean towards them when you can't even name 5? All right, name 2.
All right, listen what me I say to you.
Give me 2.
You want me I say to you?
Mm-hmm.
Can't give me 2. Golden. Now listen up. Mark Golden in this imitation of Andrew. He might follow Andrew. Every little thing, I don't like people stay so. My spirit just can't take the brother. I don't know why, but my spirit just see a general on him every time I see him talk.
That unfortunately. So that's your thing there. It's just a general you see every time you see him talk and your spirit just can't take him.
Brother, the man always, all right. After time I see him run out and him come say some things.
Yeah.
And then when I check it out, I lie.
Like what?
Like reality.
Tell me one I lie them when you tell.
I can't remember, man. If say something, man, and run out, come say something, man. Don't look back. I lie the man I tell. I can't remember, but I'm not trust him, brother. I'm a general, brother.
All right, sir. All right, my brother.
Yeah, man.
Manners.
Yeah.
All right. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, SouFLo. What's up, brother?
Nothing much, you know. Talk to you know what's going on. Unless what I said though. Y'all see what I'm saying though, right?
Hey. Hello?
Yes. We're here. We're waiting for you to start.
Okay. I don't know if I'm late or something, but you're talking about that 5 question with Andrew, right?
Yeah, you have us on speaker or Bluetooth? Because we want to hear you clearly. And if you have us on speaker or Bluetooth, we're not going to hear you properly. And I can hear myself in the background. So whatever you're listening to us on, just turn it down.
I can't turn it down. I'm at work. I'm talking to you from work.
Okay. So how me so loud in the background?
Hold on. Let me turn this down. All right, let's just say something real quick, right? This brother was called this morning earlier. We are asking him about give you 5. He can't give you 5.
Me ask for 2. I said give me 2 then.
He still can't give you 2.
Can't even give me 2?
The reason for that, in you fair facts, there's none when you can't put 5. Not even 1.
Exactly.
Not even 1.
No.
He can't come to you and give you 1.
Oh, God.
First thing. That is the first thing. Secondly, you ask him, you give me something then. You yourself give me a plan. Him still can't give you none either. But yet still, you are telling people them say it's hard and rough to them. And you are telling people them still stay in a hit. You see how hard it is and it's rough already. And you still are telling people them say, don't change.
Exactly.
So that, brother, you're gonna tell me, say, you are gonna tell me now, say people them brainwash, you pass remember. You do that. You pass that.
But this was a good example to show the audience this morning that the majority of the people out there, that is exactly their mindset. All that brother did just now was demonstrate to you exactly what I've been saying, you know. That's all him doing now. That is exactly how they think.
That's how him just check the whole thing to you right now and say, here, me brainwash.
Hold on, Dave.
You want to come on, I'll be telling you, say, listen me. I JLP me say, straight.
Ask him about Mark Golden. Him say the man lie. Him just lie. Me say, okay, tell one lie where him lie about. Me don't know right now. Me just can't remember none right now. Okay. What is it with him? Man, me just not trust him, man. Him look like a general. My spirit just not take him. Philly Yard Vibes. Hold on, the Philly. Wait. The Philly Yard Vibes says this caller say green. It's like the vote blue, no matter who in the US, regardless of policies. Yes, it just. And big up yourself, Philly Yard. And big up yourself, Philly Yardy Vibes. But yes, caller.
Jesus Christ.
You see the mindset that we're fighting against, or that we're battling.
You see
it?
That That's really the exactly person where you know say this man don't want no change at all in Jamaica. None whatsoever. Listen to what you say. You say, vote in somebody else. See what this person you do. If you don't do good, come out.
Exactly.
It's simple. It don't get any easier than that.
That's
you're
simple.
Not doing what you're supposed to do.
Come out.
Come out.
All right. And we don't care if we don't like the next guy. He's going in because that's the option what we have. Right.
Yes,
and him can
go off a like.
All right, sir.
We're not going off a likes. We're going off a result, brother.
All right.
If your result not up there, come out.
That's all the people have to do.
That's all it is. The people them come and tell you their crime plan and tell themselves for the country. Okay, we'll give you a chance because we want this to be done. You see, if you get the chance and you can't do what you're supposed to do, all right, goodbye. See you.
That's
Try
it.
Again.
That's it.
That's just how it is.
Yes. Once the leaders realize, say, yo, Jamaica is this kind of place. Let me tell you something, right? It's coming like over in the Middle East there. Once people realize that if I steal, they're gonna cut off my whole hand. Guess what? They don't have a thieving problem over there, no. Them have every other problem but thieving problem. Cause a man look on the next man and say, boy, Ralphie don't have no hand to rotted. Him thief with the right hand, them chop it off. Him brave enough and chop it enough and go back with the left hand and chop it off. Him not have no hand now. So guess what? Me not try it. Me good. Me I try everything else but stealing. It's the same thing we need to do in Jamaica, like establish within their mindset that if you don't perform, you out of there. But it's already established that they can underperform and they can underproduce and they can frig up things drastically and still be worshipped and re-elected. That's why they act the way that they act. And that's why enough things that need to be done ain't being done. See, Mr. Vicky, you know, I talk about she give me 5 things. I'll know me not hear the 5 things. Vicky, you know the number, you know. You can call in and say the 5 things, you know. But here what? I see time is running out and we are at the top of the hour, and this is when I actually wanted to switch the topic and go over to talking about the Beachy Stout trial and the young lady who lost her life that was about to travel. So we have 30 minutes for each one of those this morning. One last phone call. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. That ended quickly. Thank you. Moving right along. All right. Do we start out with the Beachy Stout or we start out with the young lady? You have 60 seconds to choose. May I give you the choice this morning? Beachy Stout, or we start out with the young lady who was going away to foreign? The young lady who was going away to foreign or Beachy Stout? 60 seconds. 40 seconds. I need to see something. Young lady, Beachy, young lady. Look over my glasses like my granny. Young lady, Beachy, young lady. We have one Beachy. Sean Cassell says Beachy. Audrey Wright says young lady. Crystal G says Stout. Vicky Victory says young lady. Banches says young lady. It looks like young lady it's going to be so far. Audrey Davis says young lady. Yvonne Wallace says I can't remember what he is offended by. All right. Marcia Walters says Beachy. Audrey Wright says wrap that up quick, the Beachy. All right. Kaz Robinson says Beachy Stout. And Beachy again and Beachy again. Kaitaja Empress says Beachy. And Beachy it is. Dorothy T says brought it is Beachy it is. All right, 10 seconds left. Missy Bram says Beachy. I need about 2 more in here, and then we are off to the races. And it looks like me give you 5-2. Reggae Girl Bento, wanna give me 5, but no call in and give me the 5. Call in and give me the 5. I didn't see it in the comment section, and if I see it, I'll address it tomorrow. Beachy it is. Donna Davis, thank you. Seals the deal. Let's go to the Beachy Stout trial. So look forward to an update video coming to the channel today sometime later on Beachy Stout's son, because things are going with Andre behind bars in the US. That is Andre McDonald, the Air Force major, high-ranking officer who was convicted of killing his wife, Andreen McDonald, and mutilating her body, got 20 years in prison in the US, and then went back and got another 5 in a plea deal for the mutilation of that corpse. And he has it stacked. Stacked meaning the 5 goes on top of the 20. He will do those years in a Texas prison, and he is currently there. I'll give you an update to that. That is Beachy's son. Everybody say like father, like son. Son kill him wife. Father is accused of killing two of him wife. It runs in the blood. I don't know. Beachy Stout trial. An eyewitness now testifies, right? This is the first person in. The trial has officially started. Beachy Stout trial. Witness says that the businessman accused his dead wife of stealing millions. For those of you who are confused, he is going to trial now for the killing of the latest wife. Not the first one, not the big one, the very, very young one. Right. So, the home circuit court on Monday afternoon heard that Portland businessman Everton Beachy Stout McDonald, who is on trial for the July 2020 murder of his wife, Tonya, accused her of stealing up to $35 million from the business a day after she was killed. A day after she was killed. Not before, a day after she was killed. Now, I must tell you all that when this originally happened, and all the little info that we got and everything, to include public videos that were put out with voice notes of people who said to be close to her, women, females, it wasn't about the 35 mil, it was about the amount of bun when did I get with no cheese and no little bag juice or nothing, just dry sauce of bun. Let me say she would have killed him with bun, you know. I don't know how true this is. It is said, allegedly, that he has health problems. I hear from somebody close to him, but I'm still going to say allegedly, that he has health problems in the diabetic region, and it is really bad. And, you know, the thing we used to turn up teeth back in the day, it don't work no more. So, don't know how you're going to take up young wife and, you know, there's something really fire like AK-47 fully loaded with a 100-round clip on it, because it's a fire, you know. And so we're running out problems. Not every, but most. Anyhow, the eyewitness is saying it was about $35 million that he accused her of stealing from his business. Now, this was revealed by Mr. McDonald's former employee who has turned a state witness against him. This is the first witness of the Beachy Stout case. The case is officially at trial. Now, this witness, during his evidence in chief, told the court that he was like a son to Mr. McDonald and that the businessman trusted him. He said, Beachy, trust him and treat him like a son. Anyway, he want to drive, go him, have to follow him, go here, so and do this and do that for him. You know, he make his command, he follow through, just like daddy and son kind of relationship. In seeking to establish that he had a good relationship with the defendant, Mr. Beachy Stout, the witness testified that he was entrusted with Mr. McDonald's banking information. That is how much him trusts me. Now, me and you both know that, you know, just pick up nobody and just start give them your whole banking information and everything, right? So this is him telling the court, let me tell you how much this man trusts me. I had all his banking information, okay? And I was tasked with depositing profits that were made from the establishment. The court also was told that the witness was initially employed as a packer on March 27th of 2000 at the supermarket that was operated by McDonald's first wife, Merlene. But Merlene died in 2009. Walk back this with me. If he was first employed in 2000, we're in 2023. The second wife, Tonya, got killed in 2020. And he's been there since 2000. So he's establishing before the courts how long he's known this man, the duties that he was entrusted to do, right, before him go all the way up to his story. Then he was later promoted to a security guard after he caught couple of women stealing alcohol inside of the supermarket. Kind of tell Mr. Beachy Stout, say, yo, this is a man who will look out for your business. Him not make nobody come in here, come thief nothing. You can trust him with your banking information and then check your money always good. Anybody you can check with your money and you can trust with your money and you can trust around your woman and you can trust around your children. Those are people that you can usually trust, right? Right. So the Portland businessman, he gave evidence. He also gave evidence that Mr. McDonald gave him $18,000 to purchase a cell phone for his late wife, Tanya, which is the young girl, in 2009 before Marlene died. Before Marlene died. Let me, I never used this before. Let me try to use a feature. Let's see what this is about. Wanna tell me if the sound changed. Can y'all hear me? Loud and clear? He also gave the man, so he might tell you, this is before his wife died. So for all of us now who are wondering, I wonder if he was seeing this young lady. I remember, back in them time, if you do the maths to her age, you will realize, all right, so before the first wife died, he gave me $18,000 to get an up-to-date cell phone for this new wife here. She was a minor. All right. So the Portland businessman and his co-accused Oscar Barnes are on trial for the July 2020 murder of his wife, Tonya. Remember I told y'all before that the person who Beachy allegedly hired to do the killing is a next man. That next man already went before the courts. Him first ball, him first sing like a canary, him first talk. Him say, Your Honor, may I tell you everything? And he sure as hell did. He described how Tanya drove up the area the night. Him tell the judge, say, I meet instruct her to go up there. Then him bust out a cry. And him say, she only go up there because she didn't trust me, She trust me too much. Like that, right? She trust me too much. That's why she did. He contracted somebody else to do it because him did too close to her and him couldn't do it, physically do it. When you just know somebody so good, you couldn't see yourself or do that to them, especially just for no reason. That's what he said. So he subcontracted somebody else to do it. This is how this other person now comes into the picture. For his confession, he's already serving time. And him not get no whole heap of time. I think him get like 15 years or something like that. We can go look it up later. That's not what the debate is about. This guy, who the man tell the judge, say him do it, and him wrap him hand round the headrest with the car seat, draw her in, stab up her chest. He described it graphically, stab up her chest, then cut her throat. And then he said, I stood there and I watched everything. Did you know they gave him bail? So he was out on bail until Monday. All this time, since way back when, 2020 this happened, right? He's been out on bail from then. Just yesterday, his bail got revoked. So when your bail is revoked, what that means, you're back in custody, right? Because trial are going to start now. May I say to myself, say, if somebody did go to court and testify against me like that, intricate details, and them ever slip and talk about bail from 2020 and 2023 roll around and I'm still sitting there waiting for trial, I would be a full-fledged Haitian by now. Yeah, full-fledged Haitian. Beer Creole alone me talk. Come in a cut. But he didn't. He's there. So his bail got revoked. Now him and Beachy are going to be on trial. A 7-member jury comprising of 6 males and 1 female. Ghana foreign. Ghana foreign. May that be some full-fledged citizen by now of some country. Look different talk. I'm just sitting in my son whole day. Tell me black like tar. Don't look like the same person at all. You can't pick me out of the rest of the people them around me. him sit down there and wait upon this. He must have some faith. I guess, you know, when a person has so much money and influence, them probably feel like, yeah, man, the boss are going to get me off because I'm getting one good lawyer. Brother, the guy will confess about what you did got a lot of time. He might not get the whole heap when me would have want, but he got a lot of time just for that confession against you. So what do you think you are going to get? That's common sense. That's 1 + 1 = 2. If they didn't believe him, they would have never gave him all that time. All right. Now, a 7-member, just to let y'all know how the trial is set up, a 7-member jury comprising of 6 males and 1 female has been selected to try this case. Justice Chester Stamp is presiding. I know people are going to say 7-member jury, should I be 6? Should I be 6 and it should be, why me keep on a press this thing here? Should be 6 and it should be 3 female and 3 men. Balance out the thing. Because you know some man are got bias. Well, you know them girls stay already. Yeah, man, should be young and I use him. Killer Ross, yes. Hey, don't use man. That's the message of the day. The man not guilty here, Your Honor. It could go that way. It could go that way. And there's nobody that hasn't heard about Beachy Stout case. So it's going to be hard to find any jury members that are going to be completely unbiased about this case. The lead prosecutor, in her opening address to the jury, said, Mr. McDonald and Mr. Barnes, whose bail was revoked Monday afternoon, they both killed Tanya without any legal excuse. That means she never tried to do you nothing and you defended yourself or anything. When you just pounced upon this young lady, planned her murder, pounced upon her and killed her. Mr. McDonald is represented by attorney Earl Hamilton, Courtney Rowe, Christopher Townsend, and John Jacobs. The man have 4 attorneys upon him case. 4. Beachy have upon him case. So if you think Sam not have no money or the little money might have dry up or I'm not really rich like that, Beachy Stout is filthy rich. Okay? Mr. McDonald has 4 attorneys upon him case. Earl Hamilton, Courtney Rowe, Christopher Townsend, and John Jacobs. Of all those names, you must at least recognize Christopher Townsend, top attorney. Mr. Barnes is represented by Ernest Davis. Make sure him have an attorney too. Not a public defendant kind of an attorney, a private attorney that is going to try to get you off as well. Mr. McDonald is also charged with the 2009 murder of his first wife, Merlene. He is to be tried alone next year, starting January, for that particular case as well. Right now, they're dealing with the second wife, sorry. Investigators reopened that case on the first wife in 2020 after his second wife murder. Because a lot of people was talking already. If y'all go back and pull up my video that I did where the girl have the voice note and she's speaking, you will see a lot of people was saying, SouFLo, I him kill the first wife too, and everybody know it. Yo, listen, if a Portland you come from, you know. Say I him murder him first wife. So I was like, I'm not from Portland and I don't know, but and the amount of phone call when me get, I can only say allegedly. So in the meantime, months after Mr. McDonald's first wife died, the witness gave evidence that he brought Tonya to the supermarket and he introduced her to the staff. This is the young wife, right? But he said that it was after Mr. McDonald introduced Tonya as Mistress McDonald that she asserted herself in the business and began playing a managerial role in the business. So she come there before, hey, this is Tanya, whatever. When she turned Mrs. McDonald now, she have authority over the business. The state witness testified that he was reluctant to call Tanya Mrs. McDonald, like, me never see the need to call her that. he became emotional when he was asked where Tanya was today. Wiping away tears, Kyle start crying. Wiping away tears, he said that he recalled visiting the crime scene with another security from the wholesale place that is owned by Mr. McDonald to confirm that the body was that of Tanya. So he didn't go up there. Mr. McDonald didn't go up there. They went up there instead. I don't know if him say, go on up there, go look and see if a she, because somebody call me and tell me, say, a she up there. He said on the night in question, he, another man, and Mr. McDonald, they were at the wholesale place when Mr. McDonald received a phone call informing him that Tanya was dead. Don't know who I call. He said she dead, but this is before it even hit the news. Yeah, you see how that go? So whoever called, was it the person who actually did it, calling to confirm that it was done? Or was it the police? But the police didn't get to the scene until the next day. So that phone call that came that night couldn't have been police. So that night he was hanging out with Mr. McDonald and another person at the wholesale when the phone call came in saying she dead. He said that Beachy said, how we there? And nobody not tell me say my wife car burn up. And me I hear it from foreign. You serious? Then how she reach up there so? Me tell her about them man that where she keep up there, you know. Quote unquote. The witness said that his upset boss, he was very upset, shouted at him, instructing him, come carry me, go up at the location. So he drove him there. But before the witness, another man, and Mr. McDonald left for Ferry Hill, he heard Mr. McDonald on the phone asking whether the person on the other end of the call was sure it was Tanya. You sure, say Tanya? The court was later told that it was a police officer who had contacted Mr. McDonald. The witness, it was a police officer. The witness said that when they arrived at the crime scene, they saw the burnt motor vehicle with the fire coming from the engine. He said that the area was cordoned off, but Mr. McDonald attempted to proceed beyond the yellow tape and was stopped by the police. The witness said it was business as usual. A day after Mr. McDonald saw his wife's partially burnt body, dead, there. No emotions, no nothing. Just back to work. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Now, if y'all remember, or if you go back and listen to the video I did from before, from back then when it happened, that's exactly what the people who were calling in were saying. Them say, SouFLo, I put a them in there right now. Me just drive past there this morning, and me I pass there in the evening to go back home. And me wrote that to and from work, me living in the area. Him out front a wave to people and sit down pan a, when him say him sit down pan a wood bench, me can tell you exactly where him sit down. Sit down pan a wood bench. And him just look like nothing ever happened. A wave to people and just don't care. This is the day after he saw her, right? Throat cut, partially burnt. She was burnt really bad. This witness said, boy, it was as business as usual that next day. Mr. McDonald saw after he saw her. He said that Beachy was assessing his books. So she dead yesterday. And today, your course of action is to go through your business books and see where your money is going or has been going. And it was then that he accused her of stealing money from him, from his business, to the tune of $35 million. You know, say a thief, she thief out a whole heap of money out there and a $35 million, a girl the thief, you know. That's where they cut off his testimony, and the trial will continue today, Tuesday. So I will keep my ears and eyes peeled, and whatever information we can get, I will compile it and I will bring it to you just like this as this trial goes on. I don't think he can walk away from this one, but that is Jamaica. And as far as I've been told, his money goes deep. His money goes deep. I sometimes I even think, should I re-say this? But you know, it's out there already, public information. Them say, you see the police station, well, in that area there, we're located close by which part in business. Yeah, fee piece of land that. Him gift them the land to build a police station pan it. So what does that tell you? It tells us that the whole of them police that in our pocket. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
Two cup thing.
Hold on
the
there.
First guy we call him.
You're breaking up.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes when I have the Wi-Fi and the data interfere when I'm not near the Wi-Fi.
All right. So, talk to him.
Yeah. The guy with the PMP, him sound like said the PMP leader, the Tekwen girl or something. That man wasn't going off for any sense whatsoever. It's the same thing you're saying. Like the people, they have no justification for keep voting back in the same people. More than me just not like the person there.
Me just not like him. Spirit can't take him.
That makes no sense.
Him now we're no new clocks.
You know, like, come on, man. Just put in, like you said, just keep doing a rotation. You're not doing what you promised to do. Which them always say a promise is a comfort to a fool.
The people them say, yeah, lag behind, brother. The people them say a Beachy thing them depend where you gone back there's a fire lag.
I was trying to call him before, but your line was busy on that topic. All right, the Beachy thing. My only comment is this, and you say it all the time. The girl them know where them are getting to when them are pick up man and a youth man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether the man something, so you never know, say the man something never either work.
But maybe, but some man bright up themselves already. Me not lie, let me tell you something real quick, right? Me see a video the other day, I nailed them off, to scrape me up off the ground because it was a girl that was doing a dance, right? She was a stripper. And she put this man up against the pole and she pulled on him pants. Remember, everybody in there watching. I know I wasn't watching porn, it just came down my timeline and I watch it. And
yeah,
if my thing did stay like that, me wouldn't make no woman pull down my pants, especially not in public. But I have to show you how oblivious some man is, right? So the man met the girl pull down him stuff and she died laughing. Like she rolled on the ground laugh. And at the smallest teal I ever seen in my life. And I said to myself, say, God, look how God wicked. Can't put one baby teal power, full grown man. Power, full grown man. But look on the wickedness though. This man really believes, this is something that you can proudly show in public. So some man just stay away like them. Them don't know no different. They don't know no different.
The thing too, the man make himself, that's why I stop. That's why I'm gonna mix with certain race too, because the same woman, me go breed one China man, one China girl, me I go put my son in a jeopardy, next minute he come with baby Teely and woman at the last time.
Yo, hey, the views and comments of the commenters are not necessarily it's not necessarily the mindset of the host of the show. People are free to say whatever they want to say.
That's why I'm speaking, because you don't have no saying. So we the caller can say what we want to say.
Yo,
the same woman them we're gonna breed for the China man them now. And then son come out with little tealy them about and them same one daughter come disgrace them.
But
man, we must pick and choose.
But yeah, all right. But we roll past that fast.
Don't pick up now. Listen, if you pick up young girls, make sure say you can't deal with young girl thing. I'm gonna get an understanding. Make it so what you share one side, man. That means you never love her then. If you love her, you're not business.
If you love her, you that be considerate, not true? You don't know, say you cannot satisfy her in that way, but you pay for her company and everything else, and you allow her to have something on the side. No, sir?
Exactly. As long as she not fling it, go give everybody.
But you know, that was the problem. That did the problem, you know. As far as we've been told, allegedly, let me throw that in there. As far as we've been told, this particular one, she was wild. She was giving it to a lot of people. And that used to burn him. Me hear one brother say, you think at one time in pay with a trailer, and we trail her and follow her, you know. Remember the time, and the girl I said in the video, remember the time when so-and-so follow her, go all the way to town, and they mash out the car window them and drag her for her weave, and drag her, go back to Beachy, and all kind of something. Because every time them follow her, them used to see she end up a one man. And it's a different man. Okay. So that's what the saying was out there about her. You know, I'm very sensitive. Sorry not to cut you off, but I'm very aware that her family is still out here. So regardless of how bad she might have been, please understand that we're discussing what's been put out in the public already. I'm not forming any different or new opinions about your daughter or your family member, niece, or whatever. Come me that feel away. So if you can't take it, please change the channel or don't tune in. Cause I'm sure I wouldn't like to hear my family member talk about like this. But I'm just saying, reiterating what's out there in the public already about her. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right. So not being callous to them is just a discussion. See?
Again, in closing, not because you have your money, doesn't mean that you can, if you really, care about somebody. You can't just be selfish and say, oh, my woman, this and all. So want to fear our feelings.
Fear our needs and wants.
Exactly. Work with her, man. Work with her. Sit down, communicate.
Yo, manners and respect here, my brother.
All right, SouFLo. Have a blessed day.
You too, my brother.
All right, peace. Yeah.
So listen, people. This is my advice, right? And y'all heard me do this before. I've said this before. If you're an older man and you go down that route, just go hug up with your money, brother. Yeah, go make love to your money and done. Cause don't bother with the little young girl thing, and then you delusional to the point where you think she's so in love with me and she's gonna be my wife and she wants to do life with me. She's 40-something years younger. What she want to do life with you for, sir? Huh? And then the worst part is, people risk them life. We say soldier are run out of police house or police are run out of soldier house and a gunshot, a bus and all kind of something for little like something, So people put themselves in great jeopardy to get to that thing. So what makes you think she's gonna just wait for you for the rest of her life? It's just gonna be her. I want to lick something where go. It's not gonna be. She go want the real thing. If I even every now and then. So you have to be realistic as an older man and say to yourself. That the call I said to yourself, say, yo, it is what it is. Them days they passed me when we did young and strong and I was the bull. But that now happened for you no more. So you're basically taking on trouble. But it said that he accused her of stealing $35 million from his business the day after he saw her burnt up in that car. So this is where that one ends, right? I'll keep close to it. Dorothy T said, I couldn't pretend for too long. Let me close off this segment by saying this. Come on, I want to talk about the other one, about that young lady here will lose her life. And I think we have enough minutes to do it. Let me close off this segment by saying this. I want all the big man them to look this way. Look up here, so up our front high class. Yeah, right here. Look, okay. Big man, listen. If you find yourself in this situation ever, right? Don't do it. Just don't, period. Just leave it alone. That's it. Okay? And if you are going to do it, please understand that it's a contractual agreement. No pen and paper need to be signed. It's not yours, and it cannot be yours either, because you just can't manage it again. So just leave it alone. Yeah? Take the little that you can get, have some fun, Secure yourself and secure your finances. Don't leave yourself all open for $35 million to be missing. Me know enough Jamaicans we don't have $35 million right now. Majority of Jamaican people don't have $35 million just sitting in one account for somebody to be able to steal. She hit the jackpot as far as money concerned. And of course, she was, you think if me a young girl, you're going to pay for me. You're going to pay for me. Okay? So just don't do it. Don't do it. That's all. Moving right along. And don't fool yourself neither. When there's something that not work, just admit to yourself say it's not working. You see me? I already tell my wife, say, the first 2 times me jump on it and nothing not go on, just don't be surprised, because I pack my stuff and gone. I'm not waiting for you to kick me out. Me not wait for you to give me bun. Me not wait for you to laugh after me and talk behind my back. Lord God, my girl, me don't know what I'm to him, Me and him married some years now. And he used to good, all of a sudden it just not work. So I'm out. You're gonna have to ask me what happened. How come you're not touching me no more? How come why y'all leave? Me say go and go live your life, man. Just go and go live your life. And that's what I have to do. Just be respectful. Go and go live your life. Life is short. I'm not gonna hold her down and I try to kill her because my would top work. Life has been uncruel to me. Me have to go take that up with God. Me can't take that out upon her. And then try to hold her hostage. Like, oh, now work, but you're not going nowhere. That's not going to work, brother. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Lord God, boy, God, you must have a sense of humor, cause boy, so wicked joke. Let me see you play upon mankind. Oh God. Anyhow, we'll stay close to that one. Moving right along. Yes, Vicky, me prefer die, I will die alone. Part of me done dead already. When the rest join it, we dead together. But me we dead alone. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The day I look upon your deadwood, I will follow it shortly. And that will be that. I don't need nobody come hot up my head. At least me have some money to pass on to my children and say, I want to do this and fix up on the life and make sure my grandkids them okay and all these other kind of things. Me don't want no young woman come near me out and then laugh after me with her friend them and then left me and me that I look on this piece of sitting here where can't nothing. It's all right. Me not go through all that the headache there. Hit dead, I will follow shortly after. She can go on. Go live your life, babes. Have fun. She won't even know why. She will know that, boy, me not know, him just suddenly just pack up and just, so him gonna live out in the guest house, sir. Or from the other day, me notice him sleep in the next room and next part of the house and, we stopped being intimate a long time ago. And yeah, cause me just done. Me done. That's it. All that money and him never go see somebody about that problem. Boy, Audrey right, that's it in the tech discipline. It takes changing your diet. It takes exercising. It takes probably medication and all other kind of something. I don't know, me not reach that yet, but it takes all other kind of something. And some man just don't, them want them belly big same way like them 9 months pregnant. Them want eat 4 plate of oxtail and eat half beer oxtail every day. Them want yam up everything and drink up everything, 1 whole quarter liquor every day and smoke much cigarette every day. It's just the mindset. You can make up your mind and save yourself. Some people don't. I remember I see a brother in New York, him get throat cancer, and them trank him, put a hole right here. So, when them fresh come out of the hospital and they have this plastic thing sticking out the hole, I kid you not, the man go so and put the cigarette in the hole and smoke through him neck. I said, yo, if that is how addictive that thing is, not bring it nowhere near me. Him put the cigarette in the hole in his neck and smoke it. Yeah. So what can you say? Him probably said, man, forget it, man, I'm dead all them time and next year I'm dead anyway. So through him neck. My God. Anyway, listen to this story real quick. I'll tell you about this young lady. A USA-bound woman murdered at home. Now, you might have seen this article, but you might not have heard this that her family said. It's going to get a little bit serious now with a lesson to it. See? Tamera Ferron. She was counting down the days to reunite with her father in the United States of America. This 20-year-old Charlemont High School past student also had plans to join the U.S. military. She was going to go into the Army when she came to the U.S. That was a part of her plans. Unfortunately, Ferron's dream was shattered to pieces on Saturday night after a lone gunman entered her dwelling in Banbury, Linstead, St. Catherine, and shot her multiple times in her kitchen. She died on the spot. She wasn't home alone. Family was there. She had the only one who get shot, far as I understand. Now, according to police report, about 8:50 p.m., residents reported hearing explosions and they contacted the Linstead police. Now, upon the lawmen arriving, Ferron was found laying in a pool of blood with what appeared to be bullet wounds to her upper body. She was taken to the Linstead Hospital where she was pronounced dead. Taking this from the Star. When the Star visited the community yesterday, small groups of persons were seen speaking about the tragic and horrific incident. 3 of Ferron's relatives sat on the veranda, which is front porch for a lot of you who don't know, but they were too distraught to speak to the press. Her grandfather emerged minutes later and his eyes were teary and swollen because he's been crying. He said Tia was a nice, a jovial, a good little girl, you know. She have manners and everybody in the community like her. Ferron was, until recently, employed at a call center. She gave up the job at the call center as she prepared herself to migrate to the United States of America. She was coming to the U.S. to live. Join the Army was a part of her plans and, take advantage of opportunities here to better herself. She did a plan for joining the Army, her grandfather said. He said that prior to her death, she was her usual bubbly self and had everyone laughing as she played a game of water war with the children that were in the household. She a laugh and she even play a game of water war in the yard. One of the times she sit in one of the car them and she was just happy. We drive go up the road and come back, and in the evening she tell me say she a go bake a cake mix. And the 2 of we in the kitchen. That was the last time I talked to my granddaughter. The elderly man said Ferron, his granddaughter, was the stay-at-home type. She wasn't the type to run road. She wasn't the type to keep a bag of friends. She stayed at home. I had no idea why somebody would want to hurt her. As far as I know, Tia and no one don't in any problem. She has been here with us. This is where she grew up. Her boyfriend is a soldier. So sometimes she would be in Spanish Town as well. That's where her boyfriend is. She isn't the type who is going to be on the road. She's a good little girl, her grandfather said. Now, I want you to hear this. Because do y'all remember Tamera Geddes? Tamera Geddes is the young lady who was her own sister. She lived in our house with her child and her sister and her sister's children. So those are her nieces. Her sister and our sister children, which is our nieces, plot her demise, opened the door, let in the gunman, told the gunman where she was in the house, and tell the gunman to make sure you kill her and not the child. She was upstairs, right? Combing her daughter hair and listening to music. And the gunman busting out the room, full her up with gunshot, did just as they say, right in front of her daughter, did not harm the daughter, and left. When we first heard the story, we said, Jesus Christ, some man got killed the woman right in front of our picnic. But then we said, wait, who else was home? And the rest came out. And then the police was hot on the trail and the police caught the gunman. And the gunman tell everything. And the sister hire me. Matter of fact, the sister pay somebody to come hire me. Him hire me, I went and I did the shooting. She was the one that let me in the house. I saw them when I was going upstairs, and them say, shh. Her own sister. When the news, when her confession came out as to why she did it, you heard what she said? Everybody did just like her. Always, from she grew up, everybody did like her. And it did have something to do with a water tank and all other kind of foolishness. And the poor sister they're there saying, they argue all the time, but you know, like sister, them argue over small stuff and then them blow it off and go back to laughing and talking. So her sister, Tamera, had no idea. Tamera was apparently more prettier than she was. So all the guys always wanted her. Even her boyfriends used to end up liking her sister after them see the sister. Why me never meet your sister first? That kind of stuff. She internalized all that from growing up. Get her sister murdered in the same house. So this particular case right here now, this case strike me a different way because of this message right here that came from a close family member. Listen to this. Let me pull it up real quick and we'll get into this one right there. So, boy, we have so much to talk about on this news thread there. All right. Here it goes. This is an aunt, and the auntie is asking for justice for her niece. This is the letter. Bear with me, because the writing is very small, so I have to go read it. And it says, at approximately 10:19, I got the message. My niece died. My blood, my best friend, my heart, my sister. She lived with our grandfather in his house, where her aunt and her brother and others also stay. Stories from both sides, aunt and grandfather, are not consistent. Apparently, she was sent to clean the porch, and her aunt was inside the house baking a cake and went to shower and then heard gunshots. And when she came out, Tia was dead in the kitchen. We then got a phone call from the aunt showing us her lifeless body on the kitchen ground with shots in her neck, her groin, and her stomach area. Her aunt or her grandfather did not take any measures to assist her, and her grandfather, excuse me, he couldn't do anything. If you cared, you would have tried. I called my niece's phone, and the aunt answered the phone and said, "It's Tia's aunt. Tia is dead," with no remorse, and proceed to hang up the phone right after she said that. I called the aunt multiple times after to get any updates, and she said, "Why are you calling my phone?" "I don't know." Just like that, in an aggressive manner. I called Linstead police, and no information was given, not even to my niece's father, who is my brother. The aunt called my other niece and said, "Why is Lacey calling my phone asking weird questions?" People, the weird questions is, what's the update on Tia? I ask constantly. Wait there, me have to pull up them words you call this tiny. I asked constantly and she hung up on me. We eventually got in contact with the grandfather, and the grandfather witnessed a man who favored her boyfriend sneak into the house and gun her down. It was in fact not her boyfriend. In other words, he witnessed the murder. He had no remorse either. And prior to all of this, my brother called Tia, which is his daughter, and someone in the background said, when he called his daughter, someone in the background said, aunt, multiple times to get, someone in the background said something, and then the phone dropped. We eventually got in contact with the grandfather, and the grandfather witnessed a man who favored her boyfriend sneak into the house and gun her down. It was in fact not her boyfriend. In other words, he witnessed the murder. He had no remorse either, and prior to all of this, my brother called Tia, and someone in the background said, it goes to our next page, aunt multiple times to get any update, and she said, I called the aunt multiple times to get any update, and she said, why are you calling my phone for? In an aggressive manner. I called the Linstead police, asked weird question. Let me see. Then piece it back together, yeah, so. Okay. So the grandfather witnessed the man who shoot her and said the man favor our boyfriend, sneak into the house and gun her down. In fact, not her boyfriend. In other words, he witnessed the murder. He had no remorse either. Prior to this, my brother called Tia, and someone in the background said, don't call the police. All right, we catch it. Someone in the background said, don't call the police. And the phone fell to the ground. Someone eventually turned off Tia's phone. And I last spoke to her approximately 2 p.m. The boyfriend was supposed to go see her an hour before, and the last message he got from her was she was going into the shower. This needs to be brought to life. This all happened in Linstead, Jamaica. Jamaica need a better forensic team because this could have been solved. There's so many wraparounds to my niece's death, and if we remain quiet, no justice will be served. Killed all because she is coming to the US. Family is fuckery. Pardon my language, that's what it says here. Say her name and say it loud. Justice for Tia. Please share this. Hashtag justice for Tia. So her auntie is under the impression that a family member's killed her, and they killed her because she was migrating to the US. Now, I wasn't there. I'm reading what she wrote and asked to be shared to the public. That story there make me know there's something in a something. She was out there, according to her auntie. Them send her go clean the veranda. And upon the veranda, she gets shot up. Gunman come shoot her upon the veranda. When them send her go clean the veranda, she had just spoken to her boyfriend, said she was going in the shower. But by the time them hear the story again, it was her auntie that went into the shower instead. Tell she figure clean up the veranda. And then when she's in the shower, she heard gunshots go off. She must have catch the gunshots and run from the veranda into the kitchen, where she collapsed and died. The auntie, according to this aunt, the auntie calls them to show them her body on the floor. That's how she's able to know where she got shot, and with no remorse. How she answered her phone. Hello, Tia is dead. And hang up the phone. Why would you even answer the phone? Vicky, me see people are asked that same question there. People still urge people to come a foreign? Yes. Yes. So with these last 2 minutes, let me give you my story. You see, one time my people come get me from Jamaica, I had no idea I was going away. I see my father show up, and I know that my father and my mother were in the US. I was one of them barrel kids. And I saw my father show up. Just out of the blue. So I'm glad to see my father. I haven't seen him in a while. Glad to see my mom if she came too. Right? The man said, grab 2 scandal bag. One for me, one for my sister, and one for my little brother. And put an outfit in the bag and let's go. 1 shirt, 1 shorts, underwear, and pair of shoes. Up to this point, I'm still thinking, me I go to town. Clarendon, me there, you know. Me say, me I go to town, go spend time with my father. You know, like a picnic, happy. You go spend time with daddy and you go to town and a country you come from. I had no idea. The next day, so we drive away. The next day, I said bye to my grandfather. I said my grandfather cried. My grandfather never cried. A man you tough like Neil. I said my grandfather cried. I say I go away, we are going. But it wasn't said, so we didn't, even us didn't know. So we couldn't tell nobody else that we are going. But now looking back, see my grandfather cry. When I told my grandmother started crying. Because my grandmother was also in the US at the time. So my grandfather was left there by himself. Because my father come and just take away the picnic them and gone. And my grandfather knew we were leaving. The way he did it. And we didn't know. And when me reach a town, and then me hear about appointments set up to go to the embassy and you have to go get a haircut and this and that. And me I say, someone said, like, Daddy, we leaving? And he was like, you want to stay in Jamaica or you want to go to America? I said, I want to stay. I said, I want to stay in Jamaica. Remember, I know, my whole little life, me I plan to go foreign. Every time me see plane, me up on the plane there one day. When the moment came, I said, I want to stay. He says, no, you don't have a choice. You're coming anyways. And that's the moment I realized I was leaving Jamaica. And I didn't speak back. My father is big. My father, I want a soldier. Me never talk back. Because him say, you can come or you want to stay. Which one? Which one you want to do, Sean? And me say, I want to stay. Him say, well, you don't really have a choice. You come. Then in my mind, I was like, so why you ask me then? If you know him, me never have no choice. Why you ask me? In my mind, but I didn't say nothing. 2 twos. I think about 2 more days passed. Me land in a snow at JFK International Airport in New York. Dead of winter. Nobody knew. So if you're wondering if people still grudge people because them a fly out, listen, people bad man are rotted. I did a day, me and wife is sit down there watch a Jamaican movie. One of them new Jamaican movie there. And watch how 2 friends go apply for the same work program to get through to go overseas. And one got approved and one didn't. And you want to see the one where didn't get approved. Man broke in at the man house, find him passport, burn it up outside, so him not having papers after the people them call and tell him what date he's leaving, give him a packing list of things to bring, tell him he's approved and everything. So I'm close brethren, you know. And him brethren was actually sleeping with his girl, and his brethren said to the girl, yeah, me know something I go have you to myself when him gone, but we can't make him left. Can't make him go foreign. Because next thing you know, him go forget about where I make it big. Or worse than that, him come back, come start show off and he use the word pal off. Come back, come pal off, pan we. Be very careful. I'm not saying that's what happened in this case, but if you don't know, why you think we still don't tell people now more than ever before when we are come back? When we flying out again? I don't have nobody to call to say, yeah man, I booked my ticket already. October 13th. May I fly in? Where you come in? This or that. You come Mobi or you come in a town. And you tell what day you come in, what airport you coming in, and nobody not do that again, my friend. Nobody not do them something there again. People just landing at the place. That's why I made it a point to learn how to drive in Jamaica. That's why I made it a point to make sure I know how to get myself around. That's why I make it a point to make sure say my foot up on the ground. So I not trust myself to nobody. And to my family members that are watching this, no, never do nothing to me yet. I love the whole owner. But the way of the place I run risky, me not take no check neither. And I hope they understand that. Because them watch this, so I don't want them feel bad. Because my family always look out for me. Me always feel good and welcomed. I'm just saying, because of how things happen, I don't put nothing past nobody. Because I've seen too many people who really try. My family, nah, sir, we good. Everything around here, so I got my brother them there. My auntie love me from, she raised me like she my mother. And I the same auntie kill you. And she raise you. Your mother fly out first and your auntie never get to fly out. So your auntie stay Jamaica and she take you in with fear kids them and she raise you. And you reach teenage years and she still not get through yet. Her heart a bubble with resentment every time she see her sister fly out and fly in and she buy you this and that and give her fear picking them summer it. And she knows that the day is coming where you're going to be gone too. Them something that happen. This is an awakening moment for a lot of you who don't think this is real. Very real. And also, for those who we try to keep abreast with how things run now and what go on. Because some of you never go back to Jamaica yet, and you're planning to go back. And some of you haven't been back in years, and you still think of the same old Jamaica where we fly in and we tell everybody when we are coming, them have we favorite meal ready when we reach, and so I come pick you up at the airport, and you're going to stop here and stop there. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's not how we flex anymore. Okay? That is not how we flex anymore. So if you go there and you do that and you get yourself in trouble, just remember you never listen to SouFLo. Because me not do it. And I wouldn't tell you to do stuff that I don't do. Or not to do stuff that I do. Right? I don't know about the unintentional. A hater could be unintentional. A hater of the family. We don't know who she tells us she a go away. She probably didn't tell anybody. So the only people who would know would be her family. Somebody said SouFLo could be her boyfriend. Cause you know, boyfriend feel like she got leave. She got join the army over there. She definitely gonna find one next soldier boy in the army over there. She gonna forget about me. Next thing me hear from her, she have family and married and everything like that. Could be. Could be. We don't know who. But what we know is VR case, suspicious as hell. That wasn't no random gunman. But you know what? Let me give JCF the credit where it's due. Jamaica Constabulary Force has been batting real good lately. So I'll give them credit. Just give them a little time. I bet they find out who did this. The same thing for the little girl the other day that got taken out the school, remember? And we were like, God have mercy, who could have do that? Take a little picnic out of school, carry her go down, so cut her throat by roadside, all these things. You saw how they got to that, right? So these things take time. But I have faith that this one won't be too hard to solve because it's right there. I just don't want to say it. So I'm going to use me allegedly and supposedly and say all that until that time. But remember this conversation, yes, sir. And in the meantime, y'all be careful. Stop trust everyone, anybody. Take that message with you for the day. Walk with God. I'll catch y'all tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts. God spare my life. Walk good. Be good. And remember, karma is very real. All right? I'm out. Peace.